What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Terrell Speaks. I'm your host, Timothy Wilson. This is a show where I do commentary on current events as well as other interesting topics. Be sure to follow me on my social media platforms, Timothy T. Wilson on Facebook, Terrell Speaks on YouTube, and Terrell Guided Me Wilson on Instagram. And also to show your support, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, engage, and last but not least, enjoy the show. Alright, now we can get this party started. I found a very interesting development. Like I said, I don't normally cover celebrity stuff, but it was interesting to me. It's not gonna be a heavy. You know how I always go in on people. Today is not really gonna be like that. It's actually pretty. I'm gonna share my thoughts on it. The whole Lil Naz X being pregnant type thing. I'm gonna share my thoughts on it. Honestly, I think it's kind of funny. You know why? Because he's a known troll. He's always been trolling people. He's just trolling Drake and his fans and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just I mean, people probably thought I was gonna probably lash out or go in on him or something like that, but no. He hadn't done anything to warrant that. I went in on people that's in Chicago because they actually they're going around killing people and shooting people, I go in on people that rape babies, and that guy that got his son killed, and the cops that shot a 1 month old like a 4 month old baby. I think that was a 4 month old toddler. People that kill babies and rape children and stuff like that, gun violence, killing innocent people. You know what I'm saying? Them the type of videos I go in on. Dr. Dre's daughter, I was just making a point. I really don't care about that situation either way. Like I said, I don't really give a rip about celebrity stuff. I just thought this was interesting, and then since it's trending and everybody's talking about it, everybody's sharing it, and then I have content, I have platforms, so I get to talk about different things, so I get to discuss it. So let's discuss it. Let's go through it. I found an article about it actually, and we're gonna go into that. Let's get in here. Lil Naz X responded to the negative energy, quote unquote, on Twitter after he was criticized for posting a pregnancy photo shoot to promote his new album. Let's see. He said, "Let me get offline. All of this negative energy is not good for the baby." Okay. Okay. I'm trying to hold our composure. I find it hilarious, cause and people might say, hey, why do you supposed to be mad and angry? Cause you a preacher and you got an online ministry and stuff. But I'm gonna stop anybody in case before they get started. I know what the Bible says about this stuff. I already know about it. I done read it time and time again. I used to preach it. But when you got somebody that's a known troll, that's just trolling people, that just, they just doing this. And then nowadays, if God don't give me a word, I'm not gonna preach on it. If He don't give me a word on that typical topic, just like last couple of days ago, I preached on something, but it wasn't on this, wasn't on anything like this. When He gives me a word, I preach on it, but He hadn't been giving me a word on this kind of stuff lately. He just doesn't. So, and like I said, I don't care enough about celebrity stuff to really bother with it. I just thought this one was funny because he's trolling, and yeah, because I grew up with a lot of things. I grew up with a lot of. I'm an '80s baby. We grew up with Sanford and Son, Martin. We grew up with all kind of stuff like that. We grew up with racist jokes. We grew up with gay people getting picked on. We grew up watching Holiday Heart. We grew up with all kind of stuff. We grew up with stand-up comedians on Comic View and stuff. Used to make fun of gay people. We used to make fun of Jews. Used to make fun of black people. Used to make fun of white people. We grew up with everybody getting roasted. We grew up in. I grew up in that era. All this stuff just seems. I've seen it growing up. I've seen all this. So it's really not. To me, I don't know. When you used to seeing something and then you see it again some years later, it just don't bother me like that. I'm not offended by it because I'm not really offended by it. Anyway, Lil Naz X continued to tease the release of his debut album on Thursday, and in classic trolling style, he made sure to make it a moment that people couldn't stop talking about. That's all it is. He's marketing himself. He's monetized. He's making money off people getting angry and upset. Every time people get upset and riled up, he makes money off of it. I mean, that's what a lot of celebrities do. To me, it's just not it's not a big deal. When people try to make fun of what was that? People try to criticize that WAP song. I'd never seen a big deal about it, and people was telling me, well, it's just not good for the kids. I was like, what about my neck and my back? What about all the songs that in the old school rap, the old school rap game, where they was talking about women sucking their dick and all this kind of stuff? We had songs that were way worse, especially male rappers and stuff like. I've seen and heard all this stuff. Like I said, I used to work in a radio station, having to make clean tracks. I heard the dirty version of all the old school raps. They was talking about shooting people in the head and killing somebody and effing and coming in women's mouth and stuff like that. When you've grown up around this kind of stuff, this stuff is light compared to that. I just, oh yeah, the one. Like somebody posted on Facebook saying it reminded them of the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie when he got pregnant. It's just, like I said, it's just, this stuff is funny to me. 22-year-old's highly anticipated album will finally be dropping later this month on September 17th with a bunch of high-profile features and bangers to boot. Let's see here. See if he posted anything else. So the album will include the likes of Megan Thee Stallion, Doja Cat, Miley Cyrus, and Elton John. It would also include previous singles, Industry Baby, and number one hit, Montero, Call Me By Your Name. Let's see. And the latest move of what's so far been a flawless rollout, cementing him as a big hitter in the music industry. Lil Nas posted a whole pregnancy photo shoot, fake baby bump and all. It's just more trolling to me. It's just I don't, you know what I'm saying? People in the uproar sharing stuff, saying, oh, it's sick and it's nasty and stuff like that. I understand. Do I agree with it? No. Do I really support it? No. Am I defending him? No. But it's just, to me, it's just trolling. I mean, I'm not that's why I don't cover celebrity gossip right here, see? Because I don't have a strong enough opinion about it. I really don't care. In the accompanying caption for the photo shoot, he wrote Surprise, I can't believe I'm finally announcing this. My little bundle of joy, Montero, is due September 17th, 2021. That's just basically talking about his album. He's just talking about his album, and he's put it in the form of a baby. It's actually in fact, the true baby bump reveal style. He linked up with people for an exclusive on his firstborn. Lil Naz X is officially expecting to be due September 17th. Thank you. Okay, I see it. All right, let me. Okay. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. So I immediately called my stylist. He explained. She was like, wow, this all comes together. Your album, your baby. I was like, yeah, this is my baby, huh? As a joke. She was like, yeah, you should do a pregnancy shoot. I mean, this is all a joke. So I mean, I was like, you know what? That's actually brilliant. He added, so now we have this entire thing coming out and it's going to be amazing. Possibly hinting about the pregnancy photo shoot days before it dropped. Lil Nas also posted a meme of Drake's latest album cover, Certified Lover Boy, replacing the pregnant. Okay, pregnant women with men instead. Of course, the baby bump photo sent social media into a meltdown, with many quick to jump in and criticize the Grammy winner for his influence on children. Okay, we're gonna stop there. Like I said, I've grown up with shows. We grew up with shows because the photo shoot. Yeah, we know that may have an influence. Kids may see that. But you know what we saw growing up? We saw Beavis and Butthead. We saw Adult Swim. We saw a lot of stuff that kids probably shouldn't have watched, but we saw it anyway. We saw a lot of things. Even with the influence, we want to talk about influence on kids. I can give us that. Let's roll with that. Okay, let's roll with it. It has an influence on kids. So did SpongeBob. SpongeBob has an influence on kids. And there are people, even when I was in high school and all of that, when I was a child, we watched Nickelodeon, we watched SpongeBob. Even we as kids knew that he was gay. Okay? We knew SpongeBob was gay with Patrick. Okay? So a lot of stuff we saw, we knew what gay was, we knew what this stuff was, but it didn't entice us to turn over. We already knew what gay stuff was, but it didn't sway us. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen, I know what people are getting at, but you know, I've seen this stuff growing up. I've seen it. Knew gay people in school. I went to school with them. I got friends in that lifestyle now. I mean, so it's just not a big deal to me, like it may be the most in some. And if you look it up, they make up probably. Last time I looked 5.6% of the American population. So, you know, I don't know. Like I said, it's not enough for me to warrant a rant or anything like that. I've grown up around this. Oh, let's go with this. Okay. Of course, the baby bump photo sent social media into a meltdown, with many quick to jump in and criticize the Grammy winner. Okay. Yeah, I seen that. Next one. One such sense deleted post from comedian Donnell Rawlings read, "I'm with freedom or whatever, but at this point Lil Nas is effing with the minds of kids. What are your thoughts? How do I explain this as to my son?" Well, you would just tell him, you know, how did we explain not baby mama, but Big Mama? How did we explain Mrs. Doubtfire? How did we explain a lot of people that wore men that wore women's clothes? This stuff it wasn't as prevalent as it is now, but it happened back then. We had boys that had crushes on boys in school. We knew who was gay in school and who wasn't. We was already around this stuff. How would I explain it? Just, hey, some people like that. That's what some guys like to dress up as women. Some don't, But I'm gonna raise you to be a boy. Just do it like that. I'm gonna raise you to be a boy. That's not what you're gonna do, I'm gonna raise you to, it's just somewhat along the lines that we don't have to, it's not it wouldn't be hard to explain. I could put it like that, because it's not all about what they see all the time. What our kids see is how we raise them, because we've seen stuff, so it's all about how we raise them. It's all about us keeping them on course, what we do in our household. If they grow up to be that way, you just make sure you have a strong enough influence on your child. You do the best you can, raising them, bringing them up, and that's all you can do. It's not seeing this photo shoot. If seeing a photo shoot turns someone gay, then they probably already had some kind of stuff going on in their mind, That's just how I see it. Because we've seen men in women's clothes and we've seen worse than this, So this seeing a photo, it doesn't. It might confuse a boy. I understand where the confusion may come in, but that's where we come in as parents to be like, that's just what they do. That's what they do. He's playing dress up. He's dressing like a woman, but I'm gonna raise you to be a boy. I'm gonna raise you to dress like a man. Okay. As long as you're under my roof, I'm gonna raise you to be a boy, so you can grow up to be a man. You're a boy. That's what girls normally do, but he's playing dress up. But that's not it's not what we're gonna do in my house. Okay. If that's how you want to raise your son, you're the parent, so you can set the rules. If you don't want your son doing that, don't allow him to do that. It's just simple as that. Well, he does it. Well, he's not in this house. I've seen, what I'm saying? We grown up, we seen all kind of stuff. We seen cartoons where they were cussing, where they were saying all kind of sexual jokes. We wouldn't dare repeat it. We wouldn't dare repeat what we saw on TV. We had that fear. We had that kind of fear. We wouldn't dare do stuff we saw or somebody else do, or such and such did it. No, that ain't how I raise you. That's not how it happens in my house. It's not how we're gonna do it in this house. If I catch you doing something somebody else is doing, you in trouble. That's just how it was when we was growing up. We had that kind of parenting. He didn't explain. I didn't get nothing explained. I just couldn't do it. Why I can't do that? No, because I see it. Of course we have to explain stuff now. We're in a different era where we explain things to kids and stuff like that. But I'm just comparing to back then. We didn't have to. Our parents gave us the eye of the tiger when we tried to do stuff that we weren't supposed to do, or that went against the rules in our house. You set rules in your house, and you make sure you enforce those rules. You don't really, that's how you deal with that. You deal with that as a parent. That's just the way you do that. So I don't see it. If you see your child going down that route, you put a stop to it. If you don't want him to go down that route, you put a stop to it. If I see, anything dealing with my son or my future kids doing that kind of stuff, I'm still going to raise them to be boys, to be men. Raise my girl, if I have a girl one day, to be a woman. That's just the way I want to do it. Can't nobody tell you how to raise your child. You have to raise them this way. I have every right to raise my child up. If he's a boy, I have every right to raise him to be a man. That's my job. I'm not gonna put that responsibility on Lil Nas. I'm not, okay? Because I don't know him. He's a stranger. I'm not going to put that responsibility on him. He's influencing. No, I'm going to influence my son, or my sons, or any kids I might have. I want to be the biggest influence. I want them to learn from me. I want them to show them. I want to show them what I know. I want them to copy me. Cause I'd like to do business. I like to got different skills and knowledge. I want them to copy me. You see that going? Because you say people always say, oh, they copy artists and they copy celebrities, and I want them to copy. We got to make sure they copy us. We got to make sure we on track so they can copy us. It's our job. If you want to bring scripture in it, train up a child the way it should go. When they old, they won't depart from it. We train up our kids in the way they should go. If we don't agree with that, we raise them the way we want them to go. As adults, our job is to prepare them for the world. I want to prepare my kids to be men. That's what I want to do. I have every right to do that. I'm not saying that Lil Nas is a terrible person. I don't know him. You know, like I said, do I agree with his lifestyle? I can't say I do. No. But so what? He's going to do what he wants to do. You know, he's going to keep trolling. He's just trolling people right now too. So, hey. I mean, like I said, some of this stuff is funny. Especially if you get down to the nitty gritty. Well, Lil Nas later acknowledged the post, rating Rawlings added, would love to discuss this with no anger or judgment. Your call. I wouldn't have reached out to him because he's trolling. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know. Others were quick to come to Lil Nas' defense. One comment, which the artist retweeted, read, boys have been putting basketballs under their shirt to look pregnant since 1891. Your son will be alright. I can't even say I disagree. Like I said, we've seen stuff. We've seen our moms pregnant. Most kids have. Most kids have seen men in drag. Most kids have seen all this kind of stuff. But and when we, like I said, when we started to do things that we weren't supposed to do, our parents let us know. Either we got popped, either we got a whooping, either we got scolded, something. They let us know. Look, no, don't you do that. So even later on down the road, if we see somebody else doing it, we ain't doing it. I'm not doing that. That got me in trouble. Forget that. Forget all that now. No. You know, so I was just saying. Let's see what else it says. Let's see. Okay. But Lil Nas X seemingly didn't let the comments bother him, responding with tweets and generally continuing to joke. You really on here calling a young mother to be ugly. Okay. All right. Hold on. Having a baby shower this Sunday for anyone who wants to come in the Los Angeles area. Let me know. This is just trolling, man. Comedians, I don't see. I've seen these kind of jokes all the time. It's just stuff that did not. It's just been gay jokes. I grew up on gay jokes and stuff, racial inequality jokes. You know, the N word, the C word. You know, it's just in a more defiant rebuttal of the criticism. He responded to one tweet by saying, "One day y'all will learn I am not a representation of anyone but Lil Nas X." Okay. Let's see. Wait a minute. There's someone on here called White People Can Be Born Racist. There's a person on this, I guess it's on Twitter. They literally called them. Really? And they want to criticize. Oh God. How you gonna talk about somebody when you have a title saying white people can be born racist? Lil Naz X goes from one outlandish antic to the next. You will never see a white, Asian, Hispanic, or Arab equivalent to him in the entertainment industry. Those communities would not tolerate that crap. Black people sooner or later will be going to make so sooner or later we're going to make an example out of black. You already have with blackface, okay, sir, sir, ma'am, whoever you are. I don't know if it's a male or female. I don't even care. Ginger Ale Pappy, I guess. You have your username, sir. Your name. I can't take a person's comment seriously that calls them white people can be born racist. You're saying you can't make this stuff up, guys. You can't make this up. So basically, when you have a name like that, your opinion means less than nothing. White people can be born racist. Listen here, white people can be born racist. Which your whole name is a lie. Yeah, he does do crazy stuff, but like I said, he's a troll. And he knew this was gonna, he knew it was gonna happen. He did it. He just, all this is hyping people up to buy his album. And the more y'all respond, he's just gonna keep jerking y'all around. That's what it is. And you never see white, Asian, Hispanic. Excuse me. Let me give y'all a little history lesson, guys. In America, where did this stuff start? Even before America, where did all this stuff start? It wasn't always with our culture, okay? Oh, especially in America. Non-blacks did it first. That's just being real. You can hate me, you can say whatever, but non-blacks started this first. I'm not going into detail of how right or how wrong it is. I don't care to make that point on this podcast, but it's just, this is a blatant lie here. It's a lie. This is a blatant lie he's telling. He said you don't see this kind of stuff in other communities. You don't see white people that do antics like this. Come on, man. He's saying you don't see white people do this. You don't see other races do this kind of stuff. Come on, bro. And your name is white. Your name makes this whole post irrelevant. Makes your whole comment just crap. Am I defending Lil Nas? No, but when you sound stupid, you just sound stupid, bro. It just sounds dumb. You sound dumb. Okay. Putting it into engaging with the drama, he added, "Let me get offline. All this negative energy is not good for the baby." He's still trolling. He's still having fun here. See, that's the end of the article. But how you gonna have a name, white people can be born racist, and then proceed to make a racist comment and want someone to take you serious? That's just my question. I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. I don't know. I don't understand that. That's just, like I said, like I said, I can't say I agree with the lifestyle, but I don't. Like I said, I don't care enough about enough. I don't care about it enough to bash it. You know, he's trolling. He's clearly trolling his fan base. He's clearly trolling people. This stuff is to me. This stuff is funny, man. I was reading it and laughing at it the whole time when I read it. You know, I just I think, let's see, where did I go when he replaced the pictures with the pregnant men? And I seen another one that was funny. Well, the negative energy is too much for the baby. You gonna call a young where was that? Talk about a young mother being ugly. I mean, he's just oh yeah, you really don't hear calling a young mother to be ugly. That part, that's the one that was funny to me. Like I said, I don't not hating on him, man. I'm not finna get riled up. Y'all get riled up if y'all want to. I'm not letting this stuff rile me up. I'm not finna get this stuff get my sneakers all tied up. Cause especially a known troll, when we've grown up with stuff way worse than this, when we've seen stuff way worse than anybody that's in their 30s and back and 40s, we've you know, he's gonna, the media and the people in the media and artists, they not gonna stop doing what they doing. He's not gonna stop doing this. He's just gonna keep doing it. What can we do? You know what I'm saying? All we could do is raise our kids the way they're supposed to be raised. Okay, I'm not betting out of this stuff. Actually, I found it funny. I found it quite hilarious when I seen the photo. When I first seen the photo, before I read any articles, before I even did research on it, I found it hilarious. I just said, okay, Lil Nas trolling again. Even though it was a song that he had out, where he had the video where he had the naked men dancing in the video. I just figured he was trolling again. That's what he does. He trolls. You know, so to me, I don't know. Like I said, that's why I don't do celebrity, because I'm boring. Okay, when it comes to celebrity gossip, I don't really keep up with celebs like that a whole lot. Sometimes I do. It all depends. I read up on it sometimes. I have friends that do it. They cover it on their content, but I really don't. When I even see them post videos on it, I watch it to support them, but celebrity stuff don't really catch my interest. That's why I don't cover it. But I just thought this was funny because he's being a troll, as always. You know, he's making money off people's anger. It's just good old capitalism. Do I agree with porn? No, but they making money. I'm not saying I agree with what they're doing or how they doing it, but they're making, it's capitalism. That's the way America was set up. It's legal. They make money selling cigarettes. They make money selling alcohol. People make money doing stuff. It's just what it is. But it's our if we don't want our kids to be influenced by it, we just have to take the responsibility to show our kids, to teach our kids, to train our kids in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Because we have that authority over our kids. It's not we can't lead that up to rappers and stuff like that. Now I understand. Only concern I've had with LGBT stuff was them making kids learning in school. That was the only concern I've ever had. But if a person lives that lifestyle, that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. Only thing I really wouldn't like is if somebody tried to force that lifestyle on one of my children. That's the problem I would have. If somebody try to, that's about it. Because I don't know. As long as they mind their own business, I ain't got no problem with that person. That's still a human being. That's still a soul. So I don't have nothing against that person. I've had friends that live that life. I don't have, you know what I'm saying? I still love him with the love of God and all that kind of stuff. So the fact that he's just trolling, I'm not worked up about it. I seen people share this stuff. They were angry, boy. They were hot, and he knows it. He knows people are mad. He knows people are upset. That's why he's doing it. And even Lil Boosie had responded to it, and people was waiting on Lil Boosie to respond to it. It's like everything's predictable. We knew he was gonna get a negative response. He knew it. He said, "Okay, you got a baby." He's like, "Okay, that's a good idea. Let me troll the fan base." It was premeditated. He already had in his mind he was gonna troll people. He posted a whole pregnant photo shoot. I mean, that's just. And actually, like I said, even though I don't agree with what he did, he's a freaking genius. He used that in a way. He used this in a way to promote his album. He's an artist, right? He's an openly gay artist, right? He used this in a way to promote his album. If he's openly gay, why should he care about what fans think if he's openly gay? This is not Reverend Timothy Wilkes here. This is just good old T-Dub, Terrell, whoever. I'm just talking today. It's not the Holy Spirit, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I put it on my Terrell Speak show. He used this stunt, this troll thing, as a way to have fun, one, and to market his album too. That album gonna be a hit. He got an album coming out, right? So that's just, to me, that's just comedy gold. And then marketing. That's just straight up genius. You know, he's an openly gay artist. What you expect him to do? Post him in a girl pregnant? That'd be unrealistic. Okay, because even we had gay artists back in the day, in the 90s, artists that we knew that was gay, singing about having sex with women, loving on women, being with women. Same thing with ladies. They even actors, they played movies with opposite sex, you know, because that's what it was. We knew they were same sex attracted, because that's how they live their life. We knew that kind of stuff. We already knew that stuff. So, and when they did that, when a gay artist sings songs about being straight, you know, it kind of felt, I don't know, it felt off a little bit to me. It was because it was unrealistic. Because we knew that after we found certain artists was gay, it just felt, you know, when they singing about this and that, you know, it felt different. It didn't feel the same no more. It didn't hit the same. They still had the same voice. We knew they was talented, but it just didn't hit the same anymore. So by him being openly gay, this, I mean, it just goes along the lines of what he does. I'm not offended by it, not hurt by it, not angered by it. You know, I'm not. Like I said, of course, artists have an influence on our kids, but as parents, we do too. It's our job too to make sure, you know, that our lineage goes on, that our kids grow up to be, we steer them in the right direction. If whatever influence we want to have on them, that's our job. That's how I feel. I mean, but that's it though. I didn't have a whole lot to say on it, but let me know what y'all think. We can discuss it. We can talk about it. Y'all agree with my points, disagree with my points. Basically, like I say, I mean, I'm looking at it. It's not. Ain't nothing I would get angry over. I'm not mad or upset. I'm not. You might have a lot of people that are. You might not have a lot of people that are raging out and lashing out. I've seen it on social media, on Facebook too, lashing out and getting angry. And it's too much energy, man. It takes too much energy for me to hate somebody because of their sexuality. It's too much energy. You got to put too much into that. You got to put too much. It costs time. It costs energy. It's too time consuming. It drains you when you sitting there hating people. You got hate for somebody and I hate them. God hates you and all this. It takes too much energy, man. I let stuff go. I let that kind of stuff go. I used to preach hard like that, but I let that kind of stuff go, man. It's just too much. I learned how to let go, love God, live, be led by Him in the Spirit, walk with Him wherever He lead me and whatever He tell me to do. You know what I'm saying? Life is so much easier when you just focus on your own stuff. I'd be losing money sitting around, staying up all night being mad at this. I got money to make. I got money moves to make, man. I got different things to do. I got things to do. I got businesses to build. I got a ministry to grow. I don't have time to be sitting around hating nobody. I got too much to do with my own. So my life ain't together. I got things I need to do. I gotta spend more time with my kids, with my son. You know what I'm saying? I gotta spend more time with him and do more things as a businessman, as whatever. I got things I need to do around the house that I hadn't done. I could be spending that time doing that instead of hating somebody. It's stuff that I need to do. You feel me? So, like I said, whether I agree with him or not, I got things I need to. What I always talk about, we have to, we worry about ourselves first. we got to deal with ourselves first. That's why I'm not angered by stuff like this. That's why this stuff don't infuriate me, because I'm so focused on what I'm doing and what I'm trying to do, where I'm trying to go, how I'm trying to live. I want to build an empire. I want to build generational wealth. I want to have my money to where I make money in my sleep. I want to put my money where it can grow. My mind is focused on that. I don't have the energy to be dealing with trying to hate somebody. Yeah, I cover news and current events where people shooting up stuff and stuff like that, but that's what I'm passionate about. I care about the community. Lil Naz, he ain't going around shooting up people. He ain't going around raping no babies and raping 3-year-olds, and he ain't going around shooting 1-year-olds. That's why I talked about Chicago. That's why I talk about incidents here where the man raped that woman and took off running. I care about that. You got one out of 4 black women get abused, either physically or sexually or both. Those numbers are way bigger than 5.6% of America's population. 1 out of 4 women get sexually abused or raped or physically abused. That's 25% of black women. I care about that more. You got even with police brutality, black on black crimes and stuff, where innocent black people getting killed. I care about that more. I'm sorry. I care about men, these teenagers and stuff, and whoever else in Chicago, whether they're grown or not, they're going around opening fire in crowds, opening fire in people's basements and stuff, coming and breaking in people's houses and killing them, stopping people at the stoplights and stuff, taking their cars and stuff, hijacking people's cars with them in it. That's stuff that I care about. Stuff that can harm the community. This right here, this not, you know what I'm saying? It's not a big enough threat to the community for me to even worry about. That's why I talk on certain topics. I preach on different things in the church and in the ministry, because I'm passionate about ministry, because I'm growing a ministry. But this is not really. It's not no thing. Not to me. That's why like I said, the stuff I'm passionate about. That gets my attention. That gets my blood boiling. When I hear about a baby getting shot, that'll boil my blood quicker. I laugh at this. A fake pregnancy shoot, and he's trolling people. That makes me laugh. That's a funny moment. Okay. So I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know. I don't. That's what I care about. Now, if you have somebody do something violent, or it's some stories I want to cover in my future show where people are getting shot and people are getting killed and stuff like that. Certain things where that kind of stuff happened. COVID spiked up again and killed a bunch more people. Where it killed with 700 people in the state of Mississippi, and it was students. It was a certain part of Mississippi. I gotta go back and read the article. They got COVID. One student died and stuff like that. That kind of stuff. I cover that stuff like that because just like when recently too, when a basketball player got divorced. See, I don't remember his name. I read the article. I looked at it. I looked at all that, but I don't remember his name. That's how much I care about celebrity stuff. And the wife got pregnant, divorced him, and they was going around saying she was getting $200,000 a month, and both of them confirmed that it wasn't true. You see, that's why I don't jump on stuff like that. I have to read into people posting it everywhere. What are your thoughts on it? How do you feel about it? What do you think about it? They were posting, they were asking that question. I just went and read it. I went and read up on it. He was saying stop the cap, and she was trolling her. She was trolling the people that was coming up against her. People that was making those claims. She was trolling. Just tell me more. Y'all tell me more. Give me some more juicy stuff. She was trolling them. That and child support. I know how child support works. It's only a certain percentage of your income, and they know how much he made. Child support would have been for him to pay that much in child support. That would be way over the limit for what they can actually charge him. So it's a lot of stuff that people say. That's why I don't too much care for it, because a lot of stuff that go on in celebrity stuff that just don't be true. Some of it is. You gotta dig too deep. I gotta do too much. I'm busy. I'm a businessman. I gotta do too much. I have to do too much, man, to be worried about what they doing. I'm so busy. Got a financial business I'm trying to grow. Running a real estate company, trying to fix on properties and manage properties and do landlord stuff, and I'm too busy. I just don't have the time. Then trying to do ministry too. I don't have the energy to be digging off in people's business, and my life's too busy on its own. Like I said, current events is easy. You just put up an article. I can read it, discuss my thoughts on it, tell you how it is, because that's just like somebody kills somebody down the street and they get arrested and get sent to prison. That's simple. But something like this, I gotta go out and look at it and look at other sources and go on the news and do all this and go on they pay. I just don't I just thought this one was a funny post because it was just trolling. It was easy for me to do, so that's why, that's how I do certain stuff. I don't care about that stuff, man. Not this stuff. That's why I don't cover it. If something else funny happened, I might cover it. If something else that might pique my interest or something, I might cover it. But other than that, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? We grew up with worse than this. Especially with a lot of comedians. You had Richard Pryor. Anybody that's ever listened to Richard Pryor, you've heard worse jokes than this. So this kind of stuff, man. Especially Marlon Wayans talking about he was doing stand-up and he was doing all kind of different jokes. He said you can say what you want doing stand-up, doing on the stage. He was doing racist jokes, all kind of stuff. That's just what it was, man. That's just this stuff. Get the stuff that people used to see daily back in the day. Now it's getting people in an uproar. Stuff that we always used to see all the time. Stuff that we grew up on TV. Now it's just getting everybody angry. Everybody mad all of a sudden. But stuff back then was worse. I'm making my own comparisons now. I'm making my own thoughts and my own comparisons. Stuff we seen back then was worse. You used to have, man, you had porn on television. You had porn on TV. It wasn't even at night, because you flipped on that channel. I think it was Cinemax or something. You flip on that channel during the day. They was straight doing it. They was just straight going at it. They was getting it. You had porns up. They probably still got it. it's so much. It's just so much. I've seen so much worse. I've heard so much worse. You know. So I mean, I'm just saying this is. I've read it long enough though. That's that's all I had to say on that topic. I did kind of segue into something else. Like I said, I be having too much going on for this stuff to be worried about what they doing. That's his business. If he like men, that's his business, man. That's that man business. You know what I'm saying? Whether we agree with it or not, he gonna do what he wanna do. He gonna troll. He gonna do whatever he want. And the more you egg him on, the more you talk about him, the more you, he just gonna keep doing what he do. He gonna do it even more. So I mean, you can't stop people. You just can't. I just let people do their thing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's all I had to say though. I'm gonna wrap this thing up. Be sure to tune in to the next podcast.